Hey guys, this is Hans Oldman with Salute Your Shorts Film Festival, and I'm here with Philip Klein Herrero to talk about his film, Free Skiing from Home. How's it going there, Philip?
Hi, Hans. Thank you very much. It's going great. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, I am full of questions for you. I particularly enjoyed that this project began with a picture of yourself with some gear. Is that correct?
That's correct. The backstory of it is on the day the lockdown was announced in Spain, I was about to jump on a bus to France to ski with my family. And I decided not to go on that bus, even if I could have jumped on it. And I stayed home. And for the next month, I could only think about skiing because it was like my big trip of the year, and it got canceled. So I was constantly thinking about skiing and going through my old pictures, and then I saw this old picture of me laying on the floor with my gear around me and me laying there as if I were part of the gear.
Yeah.
And the next thing I thought was, well, I could redo that again because it was fun. And then I thought of how it would be cool to move the parts and like kind of get dressed in ski gear. And once I thought about the motion in it, I thought, wait a minute, if I'm gonna fake motion, I can also fake myself going skiing. And kind of from there, the idea came of, well, it was a long debate, a few days of debating myself between is this even possible? How can this look like a mountain? What scenes can I do? What can't I do? Like it was very interesting.
At what point did you decide that you had something that was worth sharing, would you say?
I wasn't sure it was going to be possible until I saw the first scene, until I had shot it. And I spent the previous days, 4 days, just storybooking and trying to get it right. And even then I still didn't know if it was going to work or not. But then I take the GoPro to the ceiling and started. And once I saw the first scene, once I went through all the pictures on the phone and I could scroll and I saw the motion, yeah, I knew there was something there. Like I had it. Like that what I had in my mind was actually being created. So I knew that I could come up with something cool. But still, I just did it for my friends and for my family. Like I never expected it to blow up like it did.
Yeah, man. I wanted to know, technically speaking, how did you learn to do stop motion?
This was my first stop motion film.
Wow.
But a lot of thinking went into it. It wasn't just a run and gun movie like I normally do, or a commercial, which I do from time to time. It was just a thing that I thought really hard how I had to do it and what I had to get. And then I set out like a shot list and I figured out what I had to get in what sequence and how I would shoot it efficiently, and that's how it came out.
So I am a student of creativity. I'm always interested in discovering how people achieve creativity, how they approach it. Did you learn anything about creativity through this process?
Well, I learned a lot. It's interesting. On the one hand, I had this idea in my head which wouldn't let me sleep. I was super focused. Thankfully, I had the time those days. And I remember like laying in bed and waking up and writing down stuff. And I had this creative flow where I had this idea and I envisioned how I wanted it to look, but I didn't really know how to put the pieces together yet. And then during the shootings, I noticed that some things that I had envisioned weren't going to work, and then I improvised different scenes. And in the end, I preferred those scenes, and I learned that you can plan everything, but sometimes you just have to feel how the situation is evolving and developing, and then you just act accordingly. You adapt, which is, I think, the spark of creativity is having tools and adapting them to a situation that you're given, being it a canvas to paint or a story to tell, anything.
Now, let's say right now you had to do this same project, the exact same project. Would you do it the exact same way, or what would you do differently now, knowing what you know?
I think I would do it like the video itself would come out very similar, very similar. Because again, I had 4 days just to plan it, and I was sure of everything I wanted to do. And I think the message that I wanted to share was just some positive news in Spain and the whole world. It was getting very grim and dark. And I wanted to send some happiness to my friends and my family. And I also wanted to encourage them to stay at home and stay safe, because that's what we were told that was going to work and was going to help us get through this the fastest. And I made sure that that was the message that got to my friends.
Great. Now, let's see. I know I had a handful. Oh, I wonder if you have your ukulele nearby. Might you play something on your ukulele for us, Philip? I saw in your video before, are you playing your ukulele?
Okay, fun fact, that ukulele is actually from my roommate. And I actually, during the lockdown, I normally play guitar, but I started playing the ukulele because she wasn't playing it during the lockdown, and I just picked it up one day and started doing some things. But it's not really, I don't play well at all. It's just that coming from guitar, it's easy to transition to, it's similar. I don't have it here now because my roommate took it. They're all on vacation now, so.
Well, somehow what you just said actually led me to a different question that I also thought would be worth asking. I'm confident that some of the people watching this will be interested in what the experience is like of going viral. As you've talked about in one of your videos that I watched, you're talking about, what was that experience like for you? The viralness of this, the viral quality.
It is a lot of work. People think you're just getting a lot of stuff, but it's not like that. It's a lot of work. You're getting between 300 and 500 emails per day from companies asking you to do stuff or offering stuff, or can you please do this interview? Or can you please do, I don't know, do you want to collaborate with this? Most of the companies actually want to buy your video or your work and monetize it in some ways, which I wasn't keen about, because these companies work, they base their business on viral videos, but people who take a funny cat video and have never taken a video or something like that. In my case, I want to build this upon my brand as a filmmaker, which is a hobby and side job of mine, but it's not what I do primarily. I don't yet know where this is going to take me. I don't know if I want to do it full time or not. Maybe I just like creating videos for myself and sharing them. So I decided not to monetize it in those ways and with those companies. But yeah, going viral is, it's amazing. You wouldn't believe how many people there are in the world and how many people react to a viral video. And still, it's not like many people in my environment and in my surrounds haven't watched it. So it's not like everyone's seen it, but it felt like that. It felt like everyone was seeing it. It went viral all over the world. The US, Canada, Brazil, Australia, of course, Europe, going out I was featured in major news channels all over the world. And that felt very special, very interesting. The message it gave me was that if you really put your heart into something, and of course skiing is something I really love. I'm always in the mountains or traveling and trying to take pictures. And so this wasn't something that I just came up with a video or with a story, or I didn't know how a ski adventure looks like. But when you really believe in something and think you have something positive, the world will want to share it too.
Very cool. Well, we are delighted to have you at Salute Your Shorts this year. You're really glad. film, that you responded with your film to us. Yeah, thanks for talking with me, Philip.
Thanks to you, Hans.
Have a good one.